Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA, thank you. And for teams that have gotten off to a less than ideal start to the season, Doris, when is it time to start thinking about changing strategies or even more?
Well, I think if you're a head coach or a member of the front office, it always is an opportunity to evaluate where you are, win or lose. But I think the first few months, you've got to think about, all right, is the whole group connected? Are they working toward winning? Are they being unselfish and putting the organization first? If you can answer those questions, then you can make your next move.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. LaVine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. And it's Dosunmu in at the 1 spot. And for Utah, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Olynyk in at the 5.
What a fantastic finish by Zach LaVine. Contact, yeah, I can finish through that.
Olynyk, a screen on LaVine. Clarkson, and no good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now, here's DeRozan coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Markkanen dishes to Conley. Back to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Dosunmu. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Conley. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
The 10-footer. That one falls.
Well, if the defense naps in the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
Conley, the pass to Markkanen. Stolen by LaVine. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Vucevic. Over Conley. Vucevic with the bucket.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Clarkson. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Down low and stolen by Williams. Levine against Clarkson. Levine, that's good. Levine's got his second bucket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
It's your Utah Jazz next.
Utah ends up going with the new group. Now let's step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Fifth, the Jazz.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Now, here's Sexton. Last time out, he had 13 points. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul.
Rudy Gay.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
.102 left in the first quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Sexton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Driving in, makes it off the glass.
Okay, the initiative from the young bull, Colin Sexton, as some like to call him. How about that drive?
Outside Dragic. Bradley a screen on Sexton.
Utah foul. Colin Sexton. That's his first personal foul.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And he knocks down the first one.
Guys, what I appreciate about Andre Drummond is that he understands his role night by night. Be physical, defend the basket, rebound with great intensity. He gives it to you every single night.
And both free throws good for Drummond. 32 seconds left in the first. Dragic against Sexton. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off target there with the little leaner. Green kicks to Dragic. Passes it to Caruso. Over Beasley. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Chicago. They lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fans should dance you. Dance Steve.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the route.
Conley out there with Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now, here's DeRozan. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. And here is Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Vanderbilt the pass to Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. There's the steal. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Markkanen. Feeds it to DeRozan. The jump hook. The rebound by the Jazz. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
LaVine for 3, and again, no good by Chicago.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Vanderbilt hits them both. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's stolen by Vucevic. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to LaVine. Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Chicago also making some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Alex Caruso comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. Free throw good, LaVine.
Zach LaVine entered the league as an elite athlete and with instincts to score the basketball. But what you love is this guy wants to contribute to winning, and you see that by his willingness to compete on the defensive end.
The Bulls leading by 7. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Tony Bradley's checked in for the Bulls.
Tony Bradley.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the pass to Beasley. Dragic against Sexton. The shot from the low post is good. Sexton's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Caruso kicks to Dragic. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Caruso. Bradley sets the pick for Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Caruso's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Sexton, and it's sent back by Drummond. Caruso against Beasley. Caruso, the pass to Drummond. Kicks to Dragic. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
How about the anticipation from Andre Drummond, understanding the alley-oop is there and converting with style.
Sexton for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that 3 makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
Thanks very much. Goran, it looks like you guys are giving them a lot of different looks offensively. Is that the key to the lead?
Yeah, you know, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, you know. And for defense, it's tough.
Thanks, Goran. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Utah Jazz. Tight game tonight. You two ever play in a close game? Like maybe a big one that really mattered? Maybe in perhaps, say, 1995?
Well, you know, I don't remember the year any, but I do recall the game in the NBA Finals. I think there was like 7 threes involved, broke an NBA record, something like that. Is that right, Shaq?
You're setting me up again. This isn't fair.
I just picked a random year. And now let's talk about this one. Man, what a great start for the Bulls.
I want to go to Shaq on this one, man. Points in the paint. No one did it better. All right, big fella, I'm giving you a compliment. But what do you see these guys doing to get such good looks?
I wouldn't know, Kenny. I was born with good looks.
Don't know that it's exactly what he was talking about.
Of course it was, Ernie.
But you do make a valid point. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Taking a look at the Bulls, DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Dosunmu is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Now here's Markkanen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Now Clarkson, after the missed 3 from Vucevic. Olynyk, a screen on DeRozan. Clarkson passes to Olynyk. Over in the corner, Conley. Ring shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim. Bulls leading by 4. Pass to DeRozan. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Poked away. Olynyk with the steal. Conley left side. He dishes it to Markkanen. He kicks it to Olynyk. Outside Conley. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. DeRozan against Olynyk. He's off from 17 feet.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
LaVine against Clarkson. Over LaVine, and it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Now here's DeRozan. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Vucevic is screen on Conley. And it's Vucevic in the corner. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
What a nice-looking jump shot by Nikola Vucevic. So much went into his All-Star appearance, but shooting a big part of it.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So for the Bulls, Javonte Green, he's checked in for Williams. Alex Caruso comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Gay sets the pick for Sexton. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
DeRozan with a screen for Dragic. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yes, that goes in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Well, you love the defensive effort on the interior, but Dragic commits to his shot selection and finishes anyway.
Sexton with it. 7 points in the game. Doesn't go for him. Dragic with some nice D. DeRozan with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Fader on the way. And it's DeRozan missing.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Now Sexton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. That shot no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Conley. Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Sexton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, Zach LaVine draws a level of defensive attention that allows him to draw contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Free throw good, LaVine. And he can't hit the second.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a 2-possession game, and he got it.
Conley kicks to Sexton. Passes it to Olynyk. Conley dishes to Sexton. Olynyk, a screen on DeRozan. Sexton.
Colin Sexton has got blinding speed, so when he puts the ball on the deck, the defense is going to be in a bind.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the 3. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
And that one misses.
Colin Sexton's nickname, the Young Bull, is appropriate. This guy is a fiery competitor, and you know he approaches the point guard position with a scorer's mentality. So critical in the modern NBA.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Beasley. And the Bulls making a change also. Drummond's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. To the paint, stolen by Clarkson. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's LaVine. Here's the pass to Dosunmu. Outside, LaVine. Drummond sets the screen for LaVine. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Now, here's Sexton. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that's going to be a travel. The Jazz making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Williams is checked in. Chicago leading by 5. Now here's Dosunmu. Outside, Levine fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Utah the other way now. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Conley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
Mike Conley taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, here's a guy with a great deal of experience in these situations. Mike Conley's team very confident with his chance to deliver at the foul line.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Utah. And Conley drops them both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Pass to Dosunmu. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Dosunmu's got his first bucket in this one. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. Jazz passing it around. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from outside. The 8-footer. The kick out to Williams. To the inside. Moves back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Olynyk.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, to me, one of the real pleasurable aspects of watching DeMar DeRozan work, this guy's footwork is something he's developed, and it's on point.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic comes in for Drummond, and it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. The Jazz shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Clarkson outside. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Pass to Vanderbilt. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Thank you, David. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal for team foul. Shooting toward the top. Nikola Vucevic.
first free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Clarkson. Hands of the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And so they foul intentionally.
Jared Vanderbilt. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Goran Dragic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
The value to me of Goran Dragic is he can play both guard positions. He can play any style of basketball, up-tempo or half-court. Coach can make any ask, and Goran is capable of delivering.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beasley finds Gay. Sexton for 3. No good there. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Dragic with it. So the Bulls win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Zach. There's been some tough losses of late, but tonight you got the win. How resilient is your group?
You gotta be a pro. You know, you gotta come out here and we gotta do our job. And you know, we find out we had to get this win. We gotta stop losing these games so we can win. And you know, we gotta get back on track.
Well, this is step 1, man, in that process. So congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.